Hey, what up, peeps? It's good to have you back. It's Richard in here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a 30-watt device in my hand. Fits nicely in the palm of my hands. Love the form fit of it, and we're going to be taking a look at the Cloupor Mini. Oh yeah, we're gonna be looking at the Cloupor Mini indeed. I bet everybody's going, "Hey Richard, don't you know that thing catches on fire? It melts down on its own and all that." Yeah, I do know that. There's been a lot of buzz going around. These things have been catching up on fire, and according to Cloupor, it's just a batch, a batch of two. Let's put it that way. And yes, I do know about that. I've been using this for about 2 weeks. I've had no issues with it so far, and yeah, it took a long time to reach me. It was more than a month. I ordered this from Fastech, obviously, and yeah, as I've made the order and as it's making its way here, and then I find out about the news that it's catching up on fire and all that kind of thing, and I was so worried. And so, what do I have here? A paperweight? Do I use it or do I not use it? Use it or not to use it? That is the question. So anyway, a big shout out to Polly Meatball's fellow reviewer who's actually directed me to a video to do a safety test on this. Well, that definitely helped a lot, gave me some peace of mind. At least I don't have to be stressed out worrying that if I were to vape on it, is it going to just boom, blow up in my face, or is it going to catch on fire or anything like that? Apparently, according to Cloupor, it's not a big issue. It's a faulty chip, yeah? And what it does is it'll melt down. And of course, you're going to get smoke all around the device and all that. Throw it on the floor and then that's it, kaput. And you can actually have it exchanged, or you can write to them and they'll do something about it, okay? At the same time, I also just came across a local vendor who's posted up a letter on Facebook, and that letter is from Cloupor with their explanation about the faulty sets, and also make an apology as well, and saying that it is not all the Cloupor Minis. It's just a batch or two. And they've also showed the same test that I did, which Polly actually directed me to the video. So I'm going to show you how to do the safety test today. And that way, at least you'll get some peace of mind as well, get some assurance that yours is not the faulty chipset. Yeah, we're gonna get into the close-ups. We're gonna take a really good look at this. I'm gonna show you all around. It is really a nice device. I kind of like it in my hand. It's nice and small, very practical. Carry it around, no problem. Put it in my pocket and all that. Vape on it. I get 30 watts of power, and with 180 and 650 battery inside, it'll last me for a day. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna check it out, and we're gonna vape on it. Come back, talk about it again. So stay with us. So let's get up close to our Cloupor Mini, unboxing it. This is the box that it came in. Very impressive box here. And it's got a marker here that says black, so that's the color of your device. 18 plus, a lot of markings here and there, and brandings as well, together with your VIP card that comes with a number here. That's probably your serial number. You have a scratch and check for authenticity from Cloupor, and the QR code as well. So basically this is it, and opening up the box, you have your velvety pouch, which looks kind of nice actually for you to carry your device around in case you're afraid that you might scratch your device in your pocket, with your keys and all that. So that's a good thing to have. Compliments from China, and you have instruction guide on how to put in your batteries correctly with a positive and negative flag, despite the fact that you have battery protection. It's always better to take note of how you want to put in your batteries. Okay, another instruction guide or specification guide here to tell you all you need to know about your device, and advisable to just read it over, give it a read, and you know your device well enough. All right, in there you have, as usual, from China, the blue screwdriver that we all can't live without. A micro USB charger, which I wouldn't advise you to use it to charge your device, especially with what's going on right now. Devices going up in smoke, so it's always better to take the battery out, charge it externally, and put it back in again. So forget about the micro USB charger. And you have a little box of spares here. Have some 510 contact pins there in case you lose yours or break yours, and some magnets there for your battery flap at the back there. So you want to keep this in case you need it, so that's a good thing to have. And let's get to the device right now. This is your Cloupor Mini, engraved right there, Cloupor Mini. Nice, simple design. Your firing button, your power up, power down button, your OLED screen there, and you have the back flap here with all these small holes, but these are not vent holes, these are just designs on the flap, and you have some grooves in here, or what they call heat sinks. Alright, so right on the top here you have your channels for your airflow, or even for juice, in case you have some juice leaking out from your 510 pin. It will just go along these channels. Alright, and you have your 510 contact pin there, which is adjustable, Phillips head screwdriver. That's all you need to adjust up and down your 510 connection there. You have the micro USB charger here. Like I said, don't use that, pointless. Right, there's a little hole here. I think this is to reset your device, and a little notch here for you to put your fingernails underneath to open up the battery flap here. But all you have to do is just, it doesn't have any screws, just pull it down. That's it, the battery door comes open. You have two magnets here, against these two magnets, and you have your Cloupor authenticity sticker here. I wouldn't advise you to open it, otherwise your warranty gets void. This is where the chipset is in there. Alright, so once your battery goes in, the flap, the other side, magnet to magnet, and that's it. Once again, to open up, slide it down, that's it. Okay, alright, if you move it, it shifts a little, it gives you that noise, but it's okay, I can live with that. So besides that, that's your OLED screen right now. Up button, down button, goes up all the way to 30 watts. Yep, and goes down all the way to 7 watts. So the power output is from 7 to 30 watts. And if you're using volts, it's going to be from 3.6 to 7 volts. This is a variable wattage and variable voltage design. We're going to show you how to work the buttons shortly. And then you have down there the resistance. It shows you your resistance, your volts, and also your battery level. Okay, this is the firing button. 5 clicks to turn it on and turn it off. All right, that's the power switch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it comes on with a little bit of display, and it says Cloupor Mini. That's it. Volts to watts, all you got to do is just hold the firing button and the bottom button here for 5 seconds, hold it down, and it will turn to volts. Can you see that? 4.17 volts, right? So you can adjust from 3.6, sorry, right, all the way up to 7 volts. Alright, so there you go. Next, you want to just turn it back to watts. All you got to do is just hold the firing button and hold the same button again, the down button, for 5 seconds, and it switches back to watts in 5 seconds. There you go. If you're right-handed or left-handed, just have to hold the firing button and the up button for 5 seconds and it'll change. Right mode, and now it's on left mode. Yeah? Hold it for 5 seconds again and it'll go back to right mode. Okay, one more. If you hold these two buttons, the up and down button together, it's going to lock your device. So once it's locked, you can adjust your power settings, like whether you want to increase or decrease your wattage, right? So you press it together again to release it. Alright, so now it goes up and goes down. Safety features include battery protection, so if you put your battery in reverse, if you have a short there, it'll go into sleep mode or it will shut down as well. It's also got temperature sensing on board. In case your temperature is too hot, it goes into sleep mode. Low battery power, below 3.2 volts, it will display low power. These are some of the error messages that you can find here. There are other safety protection as well that's also included in this Cloupor Mini. Okay, minimum resistance for this is 0.45 ohms. Typical, you'd want to have it about 0.8 to 1.2 ohms. Maximum is 3 ohms. The dimensions of this device is about 3 inches by 1.4 inches by 0.8 inches, or in metric it's 36 mm by 22 mm in thickness and 77.5 millimeters in height. Once we're done with the device, it looks pretty nice and small and in your hands, just like that. Just to make a comparison with other devices as well, if I bring in my e-grip, this is my e-grip. It's about the same height as my e-grip, and it's a little thinner than my e-grip. Okay, so that's the comparison I have for you. Let's get into the safety test that we're talking about. We want to know if the temperature sensing works or not, because if this device is too hot, it should go into sleep mode or basically shut down. So what you want to do is get a dripper. I've got a dripper here with a dual coil, which comes to about 0.6 ohms if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna double check on this. Yep, 0.64, 62, somewhere around there. And I'm going to put it onto the device. Alright, so once it's on the device, I'm going to push this up all the way to 30 watts. You have to have it at 30 watts at its highest power output. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so it says 0.56 here on the screen when it with my resistance. Okay, so we're going to power this for 15 seconds, and if it is too hot, it will show too hot, but otherwise it should be able to take it, and it will cut off at 15 seconds, which is what you want. All right, so let's do it. That's it. It cut off by itself. So basically this device is a-okay, no problem with the temperature sensing. Otherwise, if it shows too hot, that means you have a problem with the device. Do get in touch with the shop that you bought it from and let them know, or you can write to Cloupor direct. They'll probably either replace you with a new set, or they will repair it for you. So basically that's how you test it. Hold the fire button down for 15 seconds at 30 watts. It should just cut off and go into sleep mode. All right, so that's how you test it. All right, another way is this is my own suggestion. If you want to be doubly sure to keep it safe, especially at night before you go to bed, turn the power off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way you're pretty sure it's not on standby mode. You've completely switched it off. Or better still, all you got to do is just slide it down, remove the battery, and you know for sure that the device is completely off until tomorrow morning. No problem with that. When you want to use it again, just put in a fresh battery and you're off for another good day of vaping. Okay, so those are some of the safety precautions you can take to give you some peace of mind, and so that you know that your battery is safe and there's no problem to it. All right, so basically this is the Cloupor Mini. We'll get back topside. We're going to vape on it, talk about it again. Catch you later. All right, now at least I can have some peace of mind knowing that mine's not one of the faulty devices or from the batch that's faulty. And you could do the same with yours as well. If you've got one, just press it, hold it down for 15 seconds on the fire button and see, it says too hot. So this is a beautiful device. I like it. It's got power. 30 watts is way more than enough for me for a day's vaping. 18650 battery. Not bad. Nice design. Small, very ergonomic. Put it in my pocket. No problem at all. Yep, and if you're thinking of buying this, not sure still, feeling a little bit uncomfortable, well, you make the choice. Money is in your pocket. Like I always tell my friends, be a man, do the right thing. So, no worries. I mean, there are lots of other devices around that does the same thing as well. So you make the decision, and for me, I'm happy with it. I love vaping on this. In fact, I'm rocking it on my Typhoon GT2 with a nano tank, some lime juice here. Oh, nice. All right, so the only complaint I have would be the, the door at the back where you take it off to replace the battery. It sticks nice and all that, but it's just that at certain times when you move your hands around, hit the fire button and all that, it kind of like clicks and make, that slight little, yeah, I mean, I can live with that, no problem, but that's the only thing, you see? That slight click clack sound there. But other than that, it's great. This is the Cloupor Mini, guys. I'm going to take one more vape and call it a wrap. Nice. Until I talk to you again, thank you for watching. Vape safe. Have a great day. Bye for now.